Oh, speaking of fans, oh, damn, what are those guys called in like ancient Egypt times where like they'd fan off like the pharaoh and stuff with those big brush things?
As far as I know, it was just like some sort of generic
I
servant.
know that they had a name, but I actually
Yeah.
looked this up. It turns out that all of them had no genitals.
Yeah, eunuchs.
Yeah.
Yeah, eunuchs. Well, it depended on what type of eunuch. There were two or three different types. There was the type of eunuch which you would leave guarding or serving a harem, which had the testicles removed.
Yeah,
There
that's
was
just
the
a
type of
horrifying
eunuch
thought.
that would actually be like a guard, where you would just had the dick cut off and left the balls. That way, they were still capable of becoming aggressive. And then there was a type of eunuch, or basically punishment, where both would be cut off. Hence, my friend's favorite insult: "You smell like a eunuch."
Oh shit. Oh,
Because
I'm just
once
gonna
you
say that
have,
like half of that message cut off, and all I heard was the "you smell like a eunuch" part, so I have no idea what just happened.
all right. So, did you hear I was mentioning the different types of eunuch?
Yeah, I heard that. It was like I just like it was like
My
after that, and then like before the "smell like a eunuch" part, and I was like, what?
my friend's favorite insult for people was "You smell like a eunuch,"
Why?
because when the type of eunuch that has both the cock and the balls cut off actually can't pee right, so they pee down the front. Yeah, they pee down themselves basically.
Like, not only is that something a horrifying lifestyle, but back in the day when they didn't really have really good medicine or any technology like that, I don't really want to know what the process was like.
Well, the process was fairly simple. It was a depending on what part of the world you were from, it was either cut off or failing that tied tight with a rubber, or well, not a rubber band, a like piece of string or twine until it just atrophied and fell off.
God, it's horrifying.
Of course, the ancient Egyptians actually had antibiotics.
Did they?
Honey.
Huh. I did not know
Honey
honey was
is
an antibiotic.
honey is antibiotic, bactericidal, and bacteriostatic, meaning that bacteria cannot exist in it.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, you learn interesting things when you have nothing better to do but watch Discovery Channel back when it was good.
Yeah, I was watching Discovery Channel and then like Gold Diggers, whatever the hell the thing was called.
Yeah.
You know, actually, the spot at a waterfall near a gold digging site, like right under the waterfall, is called the Glory Hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's where all the gold runs down. Like if it's caught in the river.
Yep.
That's just a lovely thought, and I love like the
That
old
is.
guy with the crane. He's like determined to find the glory hole. I'm just there
Yeah, I'm
lolling.
looking for a glory hole. I'm like, don't.
He arms
Please
in the
don't.
crane and is determined to find the glory hole. He sets on his 2 week long adventure to search for the glory hole. It's like, okay, I hope you find what
Like,
you're looking for, old man.
yeah, it's like
Godspeed to you, the Black Emperor.
try a bus station bathroom. You're in the South.
Anything.
No, just no, just stop talking about it. For the love of all that is holy, stop talking about it.
For all of the love that is glory.
Yes, but
Major glory.
all right. Well, we're definitely slowly getting fuel. That's the word.
Good news
All
is
right.
I've got like 12 stacks of cobble. And
Uh,
let's see. All right, I've got 35 copper, 2 tin, 19 aluminum, 14 gold, and 6 iron. Why are there no resources? Oh, hey, I
yeah,
found lapis. We need that for something, I think.
yeah. Lapis goes into a lot of stuff actually in this.
I'll take that then.
So useful.
Actually, up in Cohasset, Massachusetts, where my mom grew up, there's apparently a lot of
Hmm.
lapis in the water there, like the oceans. Like you could go
Hmm.
diving and search for some rocks, pull them up, and be like, boom, lapis. That's easily like $600 worth of lapis in like a single stone. So
Nice.
if you sell that stuff to jewelers and stuff like that, you can make some pretty good money. And also another
Ah,
horrifying thing. This isn't really horrifying once you think about it, but I'm just imagining it happening to me. Uh, if you go into the lighthouse, that's like about a mile, maybe two off the coast. Off the coast of Cohasset, it's like shallow, and then all of a sudden it is like deep, like up to 200 feet,
mm,
and it stays like that for a while. Up or no, maybe was it 2 miles? I think it was either 2 miles or 200 feet, one of those. And there are like whales and stuff like that out there. It might actually be 200 feet, just because I don't think a 2 mile long pole of rock is holding up a lighthouse out there. So there's about 200 feet and a lighthouse that's just sitting on like a small plateau of it. And there goes the iron
yeah.
pick. And my friend was in, well, not my friend, my cousin was in a boat that they usually take out, and he was the only one in the water at the time. He was just kind of waiting around, and all of a sudden, all these bubbles around him started rising, and like a humpback whale was under him, blowing out bubbles. And of course, everybody was laughing at him from the boat, but this poor kid is probably like 10 at the time. He's like freaking the hell out. He's
Yeah.
like, "Get me the hell out of here!" But
Like,
the good
don't
news is
laugh
that
at
same day
that.
he found lapis and got like like $100. I
Nice.
need I need iron.
There's actually a bunch of it upstairs, finally.
But yeah, apparently lapis is pretty expensive in the jewelry world.
Yeah, it's very pretty stuff from what everyone has ever told me.
It's quite blue.
And I know my mother used to collect a lot of jewelry, like Native American and whatever, so it was all mostly copper and lapis and whatnot.
Red. Yeah, down here there was a pretty large Indian population before white people came, and
Yeah,
you could
that's
find a
how
lot
it
of really
tends to
cool
work
stuff.
most places.
Actually, speaking of white people coming and stuff like that, if you go to the Bear, I'm not sure if I told you this. I remember talking about it to somebody. If you go to the Barrier Islands, which are right off the coast of Mississippi here in Biloxi, you can go to the Barrier Islands, and if you dig around and stuff, you can find really old ancient objects. Not ancient, I guess, maybe like 200, 300 years old, like gunpowder horns, muskets, even dead people. Actually, they bury
Yeah.
people from the yellow fever epidemic out there. And a lot of people find coffins full of dead people, and it's not the most fun thing, but hey, at least you can tell the museums and get the credit for it.
Yeah, see, I have this problem where I desperately want to own a human skull.
That wouldn't be a bad thing,
Uh,
though. It's pretty neat.
And here's the problem, though. The conversation I have with most people goes along these lines. Man, I'd love to own a human skull. That's illegal. No, it's not. Yes, it is. You're not allowed to own human brains. Yes, you are.
There's nothing to say you can't.
And, as long as it is not something that is viable for transplant, you are allowed to own it.
Can't just own a human heart.
No, you can't own a human heart. You couldn't own, like, a human hand or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't
or anything.
see, unless you're like somebody from the Edgar Allan Poe story, I don't really see why you'd really want one.
There's actually a website I visit sometimes and stare at the things they have and, desperately want them. And the website's called The Bone Room, which is a very misleading name if you think about it.
Oh god, I found oil. Oh god, it's in my mouth.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
Jesus.
lot of oil at least. That's the one
I
resource
was
we're not going
digging
to...
up diagonally, and I just it's everywhere.
But, no, they sell human bones and human skeletons and other things that if I, had a ridiculously stupid amount of money to spend, I'd buy it.
There was a
but,
bone room at the bus station too.
Yeah, exactly. But, I'm mining in the worst possible way. I'm just doing zigzags.
I've always thought that the human skeleton was pretty cool. I mean, just like, well, for one thing, how you have pretty much more bones when you were younger than you did when you're older, and how it just kind of fused together, but also how durable it is too, and stuff like that.
Yeah, like the human thigh bone is actually more dense than concrete.
I know, it's so weird. Like, it can withstand a lot of pressure too. Well,
Yeah,
it depends what you're doing, but I mean,
I've actually been on hand when I heard someone's femur break, and that was a noise I will never forget.
God. Yeah, you ever hear cartilage pop and rip?
Yeah,
Oh
from
god,
my
it's
knee.
like bubble wrap. It's like
Yeah.
horrifying.
Yeah, it's just this was a mistake. Everything that has happened is bad.
It's like things are going wrong, and you're about to find out why.
Everything you've chosen to do in your life that led you to this moment was a mistake.
Literally, you need to repent for your sins right now.
You need
That
to
was not
repent
the
for
right form,
existing.
literally, but whatever.
Yeah.
I also
You need to
found
repent
gold.
for
Yo.
All right.
But I don't have any iron, so I'm going to need to do that. Well, I do have iron, but I don't have an iron pickaxe. Hey, I see your name. Oh, hi.
There. Simple answer.
Well, if you have an iron pickaxe, I can borrow you and go get that other stuff down there.
Where?
Just
Oh
right.
my god.
Huh?
Trying not to kill you with the pick.
That's okay. I built up an immunity.
Yes. I built an immunity to murder. Alright.
It's from my time in prison.
That's a good time to build up an immunity to murder and anal.
They also had a
Yeah.
bone room in there. I think it was this way.
Yes. It's called the showers. Oh, here's some.
It wasn't the cleanest place, despite the name.
Nah.
Yeah, there's that, and then I think that's it, actually.
Alright. But,
This is also where the oil was. Do you have the extractor?
I've got full canisters right now, so I can't do shit.
Yeah, that's fine then.
This would be a nice place to have, like, the macerator from Feed the Beast, where it gives you double output for anything that you put through
Yeah,
it.
that would be nice. We could put ourselves through it and then get help.
Yeah. Just have a couple bots running around.
Oh, hey, I
first.
found gold. Or maybe just weren't finished picking it up, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I missed this one, but all right. So where are we?
Oh, do you want the resources I have? Are you going back to the surface?
Oh yeah, I kind of am.
Alright, take these, take that, take
All right.
that, take that, take that,
Ooh.
take that, take that, take that.
Well, this pick is pretty much busted, or I'd hand it to you. So
Yeah, mine's done too. It's alright though. I'm heading back to the wherever I'm going. I'm going to build a portal to the sun.
that sounds great. It sounds like a nice warm place to be. I'd like to be there this time of year.
Have you ever played Kerbal Space Program?
No, but I have a friend who really wants me to play that because
I have
he
it, and like, it's one of those games that you can either take it seriously or you can take it horribly off to what
I
like
would
the
not take
intentions
it
were.
seriously at
Oh
all.
yeah, then you'd probably like it too. Like it's one of those games that like um see like me, I do a little bit I generally take it seriously and stuff like that. Like I try to get into orbit and stuff like that and I try to visit other planets and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
But that's the serious part. The other part, well shit, I'm out of pickaxe. I'm gonna teleport to you. The other part is you can just build the shittiest thing you could think of and then send it into space. Which is pretty much what we're doing
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
confused.
like laws of physics, gravity,
They mean
centrifugal
nothing.
force. No, it actually like in this game it means everything.
Oh,
That's part of why it's so
that's kind of
funny is
cool.
that you can use your rocket and you can either use these like you also get like the fuel counts up like literally the whole game is realistic in the sense of fuel consumption devices. It's all modern day rocket physics and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And if you play the game seriously, you'll actually have to incorporate physics and stuff like that into it. But if you don't play it seriously, you can build the shittiest thing you can think of and launch it into space, which is equally fun.
Hmm.
But anyway, so my friend Dai, you've met him. He uh
Yeah.
he pretty much is the type of person who does not take it seriously at all, and he just builds whatever he can, sends it into space, and tries not to go into cardiac arrest from like laughing so hard.
Yeah.
And or you
This
can
is
do what I do and pretty much accidentally have people burn up in the atmosphere, which is a lot more morbid and not as funny.
I think we found something.
Those are torches, so I guess you've been here. Sorry, I don't want you to hit me. I keep
That's
crossing in
right.
front of you there.
I think this is the way up.
Hey, that works. Really, the only thing I've made it to the moon, but I didn't make it back because I was accidentally landing on the nighttime surface, and I didn't see where the surface was.
Hmm.
So, like, by the time I hit it, it was too late. So, like, my
Yeah.
ship didn't completely explode, which is the bad part. It only blew up the one thing I needed to get home, and that was the thruster on the bottom. So pretty
Of
much the guy was
course.
just sitting in a tin can waiting to die. And like, if you take the
Right.
game into like a literal sense, it's kind
All
of
of a sudden,
morbid.
all of a sudden you're sitting there going, "I'm a monster."
Like you've got pretty much like a lot of like the easiest capsules to send up are like the capsules that can only hold one person. So you're sending a
Hmm.
guy alone into space where he's more than likely going to be lost forever.
Hmm.
It's kind of a horrifying thing. Like you can accidentally put people in orbit around the sun, or you could just have like I guess a
Because
ring of dead astronauts accidentally. But the thing is, what's really cool is that you can build space stations too that actually orbit in real physics, and if you nudge them too hard, you'll send them out of orbit, and they'll probably either go flying into space or hurtling through the atmosphere, which is both equally bad.
yeah.
But if you're one of those amazing players, unlike me, who can be able to do it right, like for me, all I've been able to do is get a rocket into orbit, and that's about it. Like you can actually build really cool looking space stations with solar arrays that can actually do science. And the thing is,
Hmm.
science is actually a resource. You can get these things that's and like the game itself. The only thing that's serious about it is the physics and
Hmm.
stuff like that. Like the characters, the astronauts, the Kerbalnauts,
Hmm.
um, and the item descriptions. None of it's serious. Literally, the game is just one big comic. The only
Hmm.
thing that's serious is the laws of physics.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, here's a device that does this. That's actually a lie. We don't really know what it does, but it's here, so you can attach it to your spaceship if you'd like. And it could
Have
literally
fun.
do anything. You'd have no idea. And it's like
That's
this
amazing.
rocket is made from stuff that was probably used in a kindergartner class for an arts and crafts project. Here, it's pretty high grade, and it's like you can just.
I've got to play this game.
It's
It
really
sounds
funny.
amazing.
It's like
Uh-huh.
I love it.
It sounds great.
It's like
All
it
right,
can
there
either
we
be
go.
really morbid or it can be really funny. Also, you should check out some of the trailers too. The trailers are super funny. Oh, but I was going on to the science. Like Science is a resource in the sense like if you attach this radio antenna to your spaceship, you can do this much science and it'll be a number there. And the more science you have, the more advanced equipment you can get while in
I'm
free
going to
mode.
do
Or you
science.
can just go into sandbox mode and get all the stuff for free, but it's like
Yeah.
it's like you will get this and you will also get science in return. Neat, we're scientists.
That sounds
I
great.
love
I've
it.
got a.
It's
Yeah.
one of those games I'd suggest. It's only like 20
Because
bucks too, so
I'll
hopefully.
have to look into
I
it next
also
time I
actually think they're
have.
working on a multiplayer mode, though I have no idea how that's going to work.
That would be kind of hilarious to try multiplayer.
I really have no idea how it would work, though, because the game really just seems like a single player kind of game.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they do.
Do I really have to sit here at the refinery? Because every time I walk away from it, it stops refining.
That's odd.
Okay, leave. And then I take a couple steps away.
Alright, I'm going to make that. Boom, iron pickaxe. Neat. Alright, so we have resources. What exactly are we trying to do?
Alright. Well, here's the funny thing. We have resources. We have a decent amount of resources. We still don't have enough tin.
Of course we don't. Alright, well, tin is going to be the number one thing. Does tin spawn in a certain place, or is that a skeleton?
I don't
That's a
think
skeleton.
it does.
What
I
the
think
shit?
it just spawns wherever.
God, this
And
game is so horrifying. I mean, it's...
I'm going to do a little math real quick. Looking at this, so... Oh, where is that?
What the hell? Oh, neat.
6, 12, 14, 16, 18, at least.
Have you seen the Steam Powered Giraffe video? I don't think you have an official video for it, but there's recorded segments of them doing it. Ice Cream Parade.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, what's this? Oh, is this tin? I think I found tin. Neat. Like, the spine shuts down, and, like, he comes back. He's like, did I hear something about an ice cream parade? Oh, no, we're done with that.
Alright. So, I have done a tiny bit of math,
Okay.
and...
Well, we're
it
still alive,
looks
so that's good.
Yeah, I know, right? That was surprising to me, too. No, but it looks like we're going to need somewhere on the line of 300 tin.
Okay.
And of which we have found, in the past hour of recording, 12.